These crazy visions floating round in my head. People pulling, tugging at me, and they wish I were dead. But I won't stop, and I can't stop until the day is done. I'm number one. I'm number one. A champion. A champion. Until the day is done, I'm number one. I'm number one. A champion.
When I walk out the door of my house and I look around, all I see are gimmicks and illusions that hold me down. The devil tries his best to try to test my faith in the crown of thorns, but I'll never be swayed away from the allegiance I've sworn to uphold and spread the message to the young and the old. Cause it's never too late to redevote your soul to the Lord. Even if you made a living on the streets as a whore, and even if you killed 1,000 people in a war, never give up on yourself and on your soul. Cause everything happens for a reason, even the freezing cold winters up north that keep people inside their homes. Perhaps it's just to understand the beauty of the snow, but nobody knows except the one up above in the sky that nobody sees. And yet I can feel the love pouring from the universal energy surrounding me, and nothing on this earth will ever be enough to challenge me.
These crazy visions floating round in my head. People pulling, tugging at me, and they wish I were dead. But I won't stop, and I can't stop until the day is done. I'm number one. I'm number one. A champion. A champion. Until the day is done, I'm number one. I'm number one. A champion.
My higher power's watching over me, so I'm invincible, invisible to those in control of government sentinels. The principle of what I'm reciting is to give you visuals and influence children to be their own individuals. Dropped out of the program, I saw it for what it is. Communist brainwash tactics manipulating the kids into thinking that this country's such a great place, when in reality the United States is such a disgrace. Love it or leave it, and they say that you can't beat it. Killing people overseas to keep the vehicles speeding and pockets bleeding. If you have a family, it's hard to feed them and easy to mislead them if you're violent and beat them. Just like a heathen, had to live with that myself, and it wasn't fun. I almost picked up a gun, but I knew I'd be on the run, and I wasn't dumb enough to kill him, but I roughed him up and never again will he ever with his son. Knuckle up.
These crazy visions floating round in my head. People pulling, tugging at me, and they wish I were dead. But I won't stop, and I can't stop until the day is done. I'm number one. I'm number one. A champion. A champion. Until the day is